The name's Bond. James Bond.
Why are you dressed up like Batman?
The lady'll have a
white wine spritzer. Spritzer.
For the gentleman, vodka martini, shaken, not...
Welcome to Shaken Not Nerd, a very special episode we have today. It's Alex Dudi Dutram's Bucks Party. So with me, as always, Alex the Dutram.
Hello.
And we've got some very special guests today. We've got Ben.
Hello, my name's Ben, and I'm here to party.
So Ben, you're a stand-up comedian.
This is, yes.
All-round mediocre bloke.
Just, I like to keep things real average. Just in everything I do,
Yeah.
so that's why I'm here.
That's why because you just love an unpaid gig.
You sons of bitches.
So do you want to tell everyone, how do you know Dutram?
Well, we worked at the same place before I lost my mind and left.
Call centers do that.
Yeah, and went to pursue my dreams. So, yeah, I left, and Dutram's threshold for pain was much higher than mine. He stayed on.
You stayed the course.
That's right. But we worked together, and we sat together, and those years were magical, and I'll never forget them.
I didn't know till last night as well that Dutram was actually the one that trained you.
Yeah, he did, which is why I was very bad at my job.
Excellent work there, Dutram. Skills that kill.
Just cutting corners.
That's the way. And we've got a couple of other guests here as well. So we've got Dutram's brother Ryan.
Hey, how you doing?
And a couple of other guests that will make their way in when I require it. And they've all prepared what they're going to say. But it's a very special podcast that we've got today. And the central reason why Ben has joined me for this very special episode is because I require his unique set of skills. And that unique set of skills, unique New York, I didn't do my vocal testing. His very specific set of skills allows him as a comedian to roast the shit out of you.
I'll just be here to support everything that you do. That's roasting, right?
Yeah, that's roasting. Yeah.
I got it right, though. We're being really supportive and positive. No, I love being an asshole, and Ian knows this. And he was like, hey, let's get someone that does it for a living.
Yeah, and not pay him.
Yeah, not pay him. Because, life's too good as a comic.
Thanks, Mr. Leary.
At least you didn't have to microwave your eggs this morning.
That is true. I don't think anyone should have to microwave just a plain egg like Dutram did. He comes up to us bright-eyed and he's like, hi, how are you? It's been so long. I microwaved one singular egg alone. This is why he's getting married, because if you leave him alone, much like a baby, he just starves to death.
He can't be left to his own devices.
No. It's terrifying, and I understand it now. Do you cook? Like what?
I didn't think I did it work without you.
Why did you? If I just had to microwave one egg, I'd just be like, well, I just won't have it. You're wasting some poor chicken lived a life purely through pain just to deliver that one egg that is now at least an egg gets better treatment thrown at like a nerd's door or something. At least that egg died for something. This egg was microwaved to a rubbery sort of paste, I imagine.
Microwaving isn't even cooking. It's just the lazy man.
Tell us about it. Tell us the science behind it.
Yeah, the science. It's very technical, and I'm not going to go into it because I don't know how it works.
Let's do it!
Microwaves are very small waves that are like micro.
Sick.
Sure.
Professor Ian on the case.
Yeah, Professor Ian's in.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Shall we kick things off?
I thought we did.
This is an introduction, apparently.
Ah,
yeah.
Very good.
It's about to get real. Prepare Uranus. The planet. Alexander Dudi Dutram. A name synonymous with the podcast Shaken Not Nerd, as well as the word idiot. Today we celebrate your horrible lack of achievement and own self-loathing, because Alex Dudi Dutram, this is your roast. let's take a look back on your life, shall we? Starting from the start. And we'll find where it all went wrong eventually. So, Alexandra Patrick George Dutram was born on the 16th of July, 1992. And he was the youngest of the Dutram family, with older siblings, Paul, Haley, and with us right now, Ryan. Yeah, hey, how you doing?
I'm awesome.
Yeah. Like many animal packs in the wild, Dutram was the runt of the litter. And he was holding his pack back from just his general weak nature, and hence he was eaten to save the family from certain starvation. So Dutram, number
The end.
2...
Everyone get out.
You can all leave now, we found where it went wrong. Birth. So we brought your brother Ryan along, and he's going to tell us his story of why he... Just being around you. It's a horrible thing. It's a horrible, horrible life he's lived.
I've had to experience this from his birth.
Yeah, I can't imagine how you did it.
Neither can I.
Yeah. Have you got a story?
I've got many stories, but I've got one amazing one in particular.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah. This is worse than the love letter you had.
Oh, that was a good one.
Remember the one I read at your 21st?
Yes.
Yeah, this one's worse.
He found one.
Don't worry about it, Dudi. It's not like this is going to get recorded.
Put on the internet.
Some sort of permanent database at all where people can listen to it. So don't even worry about it.
Thank you.
Don't even think about.
No one outside this room is going to hear this.
That's right.
It's okay. You're in a safe place.
Gonna leave you with a scar. All right, your story.
Okay. So about 6 or 7 years ago, my memory's slightly hazy. My now wife and I were living in a unit on Tucker Road.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah. So my wife's driving home and she sees Alex and his wife-to-be walking up the road, and Alex has his head glued to the pavement. He is not looking up for anyone.
This will be. Have I heard this story?
No.
Oh, let's see. This is
This
getting
is
better
amazing.
and better.
My wife thinks, why didn't Alex say hi? He's usually such a friendly, how you doing, welcoming kind of guy.
I've never met that dude. Go on.
Oh, well, probably never will at this stage in the game. So she gets home, pulls in the driveway, and a window's broken. So immediately my wife gets on the phone to Alex, what's going on, what's happened? And Alex, in all his dismay, someone threw a brick through the window and we got out of there, man. I got my wife-to-be and we made like a beeline.
A solid backstory. Yeah.
Backstory was amazing, except that the brick was on the inside of the window and the glass was on the outside.
Ah, you Poirot that.
Poirot.
Ah, you Poirot. One moment, gentlemen.
Did you wax your mustache while you were solving that crime?
Indeed.
So how did the window get broken then? That's the real question.
Well, it gets better.
Okay.
So Alex is trying to convince us that someone bricked the window until we pointed out glass is on the outside of the building, not the inside. If the brick came in, glass would be on the inside.
Classic.
So my wife then threatens to call the police, to which Alex instantly goes, no, don't call the police. And at this stage, I've already called our father, who's on his way down.
Essentially the police.
Busted.
He's worse. Alex is putting up this story that, it wasn't us. I pull Alex aside and tell him, you need to tell me the truth of what happened now, or one, I'm going to tell Dad,
You're going to get
two,
hurt.
I'm going to have to call the cops.
And you're going to get hurt real
And
bad.
his story was, we were on the spare bed and I was tickling Mon, wasn't it?
Tickling, was it?
Tickling.
Tickling.
Expensive tickle.
You didn't pay for it.
No.
Classic Alex.
But it wasn't until about a week later that Alex came back for drinks at my place. I think you were there, Ian, the night you inhaled the keg.
Oh, yeah. I remember vaguely.
I remember you spewing over the toilet and
Yeah.
getting back up and going, where's the keg?
Yeah,
Drink
it was
responsibly.
responsible. It was one of those Heineken mini kegs.
That's the one.
Not
Mate-
as impressive.
No,
then.
but I didn't, it's
His
a-
stature.
Yeah.
No, that is true. To him, it's like a fridge.
It's like it's like half my
full-size
weight.
keg.
I'm lucky to put that over my head. I did drink it all by myself, basically, because you guys couldn't, lift your weight.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I went through a good chunk of that, thank you.
That's what they all say.
So, when did this come to light?
So the truth came out that night after Alex had a few drinks in him.
The universal truth giver.
The old spy trick: lube them up with alcohol.
There's always time to lube.
So the truth,
Well, let's hear Alex say it now. What were you doing?
Alex, what? Tickle one stop.
No.
Tickle me, Elmo. Tickle me, Elmo. What were you doing?
I don't know. I don't think it's appropriate for radio.
I think it's highly appropriate.
It's really not, but it was a fair bit more than tickling that was going on.
Was there some sexual things happening?
Indeed. Actually, I'd be honest. I'd be disappointed if there wasn't.
I was hoping that there wasn't, but
Ew.
So our next guest.
so wait, okay. Let's talk about this. So you, why didn't you just go with we were tickling and tomfooling around, nothing else, and we accidentally broke your window instead of someone is out to fucking get us. That's what you went for. You went, we're the victim of basically someone's
attacking your apartment,
us.
man.
The mafia.
What did you do? What sort of business are you in? Are you in construction?
I'm in IT.
Oh, well.
Common.
Those unions, they're real tough. Those IT
know,
unions.
right?
Sign up with us. What was going through? Why would you put a brick there?
Wasn't my idea to put
Oh,
the brick there.
yeah.
I didn't actually break the window. It was Mon's left arse cheek that went through the window.
Oh, boy.
Was this in... brick?
Was this it? Where was this in the house?
In the spare bedroom.
In the spare bedroom. Okay.
Which is literally facing the road.
Yeah.
So the logistics of that is someone's gotten a good glimpse of an ass going through a window.
But there's a fair few meters between the house and the road, though.
And there was a fence.
Yeah, but the gate was open.
No, it wasn't.
So did you have it closed? Okay.
So for your backstory, somebody came into your front yard wielding a brick.
Yeah.
Not from the street.
That was the style at the time.
There was someone from the front row, but there was also someone on the grassy knoll. And the brick bounced off and came through an open window and then bounced off like a mirror that didn't break and then smashed the window from the inside out.
And even that is a more convincing backstory to what you had.
So
Disappointing.
So he Polaroid it then.
You Polaroid it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Polaroid.
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 Polaroid it. It's
Polaroid.
Polaroid. It's Polaroid. Well, that's fucked up, really, isn't it? So, how was your fiance's butt?
Fine.
It's fine.
It was fine.
It was okay. So she wasn't. She was just
No, but it was really awkward. Like, let me check your ass. You make sure you didn't cut your ass open.
And now she has two.
There seems to be a crack right down the middle.
Great. That's a horrifying story.
Thank you, Ryan, for your fantastic input to our socially embarrassing.
Pleasure, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So
Get out.
I'm going.
So, Ian, what does this paint? How does this paint sort of a picture for you of who Dutram is? If you were lucky enough not to have met Dutram.
Wow.
on Earth 2.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed that he never told me that it was the arse cheek. I knew the story that there was a window broken. I didn't know it was an arse cheek.
I don't think I've told anyone that Mon broke the window besides Mon.
No, you told me.
Have I?
Oh, I know. Polaroid.
Oh.
You told me. Polaroid.
Polaroid.
She got one of
It's
them
just-
diamond asses. Hey, cut glass, anything. If you're stuck in a bus, just get her ass, throw it at a window. It'll smash into. It's great. I feel safer around that.
Thanks, Tony.
Fat Tony. Wow. He's just disappointed me. Like, the fact that his intelligence levels are that low. I think his intelligence levels can probably be summed up with a good reason for that. And it's his head. I don't need notes. It's his head. Look at it. Look at the size of that head. Yeah, side on. Good view. That's an alien-like head.
How long? So you shaved your head.
Yes.
Is this still growing back from the shaved head?
Yes.
Ooh. It's taken a while. I bet you're regretting that shave.
It's
You
thin.
got to enjoy it while it lasts, buddy.
All right, flip me on the other side. I've roasted enough on the front.
It's thin. It's thin. What have you tried?
thin.
You've tried it. I know you've tried a couple of things.
Shit, the most recent one I'm using is lemon oil and olive oil.
For all those listeners out there,
Smell like a salad.
eat my head.
Who told you to do that? It was a prank.
Yahoo!
I think it might have been Yahoo.
Lemon oil and olive oil. You just mush that in and...
Yeah.
It's clearly working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it for 45 minutes and wash it out.
That's amazing, because you did have a beautiful head of hair.
Well before I met you.
Yeah, it was... But even then, you still had a hair.
Yes.
I think.
It's so disappointing.
You had cool haircuts all the time.
Did he?
He thought I was cool.
This is a roast, Ben.
By cool, I mean, it's relative, isn't it? But you had a lot of hairstyles, and now you just one day were like, I'm going to shave it off, and then it was like, I'm never coming back.
Yeah, a little bit.
You had a
Son of a
mustache
bitch.
last week.
I had a mustache last week.
Yeah.
Was that
I tried to
detract-
pinch your look. It didn't work.
Yeah, well, that's why I shaved it off. I felt something.
Was the
I was like,
mustache
"Ooh."
there just to detract from your lack of hair on top?
No, it's to piss the missus off.
Ooh.
She doesn't like
Did
the
it work?
She doesn't like the mussy.
She didn't like the mussy.
I've never heard it called a mussy before.
A mussy.
I've just called it a mussy then. No one says
A
mussy.
Marcy Goring.
The mussy growing. Yeah.
Imprimacy Goring. All right, should we move on to the next segment of your life?
You're the bossy, and what
I'm
are
the
you
boss.
doing? Just take control.
control.
For once.
I need help. All right. All right, Alex Dudi Dutram. Mm-hmm. So, when you were young, you used to share a room with your older sister, Haley.
She's not here, is she?
No, she's not.
Did I share a room with Haley?
Yeah, well, apparently you did.
Oh, I don't remember.
It's written on my paper, so it must be true.
How old was this?
It's an excellent question. 6 months.
Okay.
So you were drunk.
I've done So apparently when you refused to sleep, you would climb up your cot and look over at your sister Haley while she was sleeping and just laugh at her. And apparently this is a courting ritual that you're still using today, despite the fact that the jury said it was just completely disgraceful. So have you got an answer for why you're such a sexual predator?
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
That escalated.
Yeah.
That went from a little bit creepy to Ian's being creepy now.
I loathe you.
On the plus side, Dutram, you're not Ian. So if we
Yeah.
can take
Hang on,
anything
this
from
is a roast
today-
of Dutram.
Oh, come on, Ian.
Welcome to the last episode of Shake and Not Nerd.
Oh, come on, Ian. You go, I'm going to write a joke. No, let's take it into a harrowing, dark, awful place. That's funny. Good on you, Ian. Let's what a good time for your friend
We're not
Dutram.
all paid comedians here, Ben.
Get out of here.
Next thing you know, Gregory Peck comes out going, what were you doing?
How to Kill a Mockingbird.
So is this true that you
I don't know.
you don't remember?
6 months I was drunk.
do you still
That checks out.
do this to Mon when she's sleeping?
No.
Just look over at her.
Did I know your feelings. I know your secrets.
You've got an ass of gold.
No, I don't do any of that.
I don't believe him. I don't believe him.
That's okay.
I'm waiting for the next grilling. It's like a tennis match.
Well, what's next?
I
What's
think
next?
now's the perfect time to bring in our next guest. And Todd looks really prepared.
Todd knows a lot about me. Come on down, Todd.
Yeah.
Come on, Toddy.
Come on,
Todd boy.
Todd boy. So Todd is a partner of Aaron, who's also worked with Alex the Dudi Dutram. Todd, you've known Dutram for at least several months.
Years?
Like 2 years?
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. The shortest out of anybody in this room. Why?
Yes.
Why would you become friends with such a deviant?
Forgot the word sexual.
I cut it out this time, so it's slightly.
If I'd known he was a sexual deviant, I probably wouldn't have become friends with
Yeah,
him.
I wouldn't have either. So lying is also part of your technique to making friends.
Oh, we've already established that
Yeah.
from the Poirot case of the window.
Polaroid.
Yes.
So Todd, a couple of things
Yes.
have happened with Dutram. You've had him over for New Year's.
Yes.
Yes. Dutram's a mess of a human being, and I'm sure you can think of some kind of example of how he has been a mess of a human being.
I don't really have...
Don't say that.
I don't
you
have
say
any
I didn't
examples
fail
of
you for
him.
some.
I haven't really seen you as a terrible human being.
Thank you.
Oh, look, someone had to be on
Honestly.
your side.
I'm the savior here.
Yeah.
Soldiers coming in.
Well, if that's
do
the
this
case, maybe you can explain why, when I met Dutram, many years ago. He, to try and get women, told them that he was able to get backstage and hang out with people at Slipknot.
How would you think that would encourage women to go home with you?
Didn't work.
Slipknot doesn't...
I mean, there's sort of like a certain grouping
It's a niche,
that would work
niche
for.
female market there.
Did you open with that? You just came out to him, hey, my name's Alex Dietrich. I can get backstage to Slipknot.
This is what everyone was seeing.
Yeah, but I pulled a British accent to sound more believable.
Oh, hello.
Because it's so classy going to Slipknot.
Hello, my name's Alex Dietrich. I can get backstage to Slipknot. Can I have your number?
With a flip of his scene haircut at the time.
Get the fuck away from me.
Did you have a scene haircut?
Yeah.
See, I
Are
told
there
you.
pictures of this?
He has cool
There are
haircuts.
pictures out there, yeah.
I have to see this.
There's photo shoots that he did with haircut like that at the time, I believe.
Really?
Did I?
Yeah. There was a
Has
time when you
Mon
were
seen
dating
these?
your lookalike sister, and you did a photo shoot in a women's dress.
I had a shaved head.
No, I don't believe you.
So there's a cross-dressing photo shoot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why?
For Mon, it was her photo shoot.
So she's a sexual deviant as well.
Yeah.
Well, she broke the window.
She was the instigator. So,
Sounds like you guys are doing the right thing getting married.
it's like the blind leading the blind.
Okay.
Horrible.
Good joke, Ian.
Well, it was a nice bucks while it lasted. I'm keeping the money. Everyone leave.
Wait, you got paid money?
This is awkward.
Afterwards, we'll give you a chance to respond. Of course, like in any roast, the roastee gets to respond.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sure you'll...
Save everything up for Ian, and then
Don't
Give
just
it
pick
back.
on Ian. This is a roast.
who else would you pick on? Be honest.
One of them's
He'd
got a
probably
female
pick on Aaron.
haircut. One of
Probably
them's...
pick on Aaron.
No, I wouldn't pick on Aaron.
Aw.
Because you'd protect him. You're a big boy.
What are you trying to say?
You're scary.
I'm not that.
Well, thanks, Todd, for your minimal contribution to our podcast.
You're welcome. I
Yeah.
told you not to pick on me.
It was the preparation that I appreciated.
Yeah. It's the time that he went to really nut out that story.
Aaron,
Aaron,
we were just speaking. Aaron, why does that
yeah.
come in?
Aaron, why don't you make your way towards the microphone? Partner of Todd, worker / co-worker of Dutram.
Not by choice.
Yeah, none of us do it by choice. So, you've worked with Dutram, you've partied with Dutram, you've probably done more with Dutram that can't be said on microphone.
Sweet Jesus, no.
Give us, please tell me you prepared a story.
I prepared a story.
Yes, there we go.
I just told you I prepared
Oh,
one.
you fucking horrible human being.
So, you work a lot. Because I remember you work a lot, and then you buy a lot of toys.
Yeah.
And then you get drunk. Those are kind of that's your mode. Those are your modes, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, toys, then underpants at home.
The deviancy.
Because I tried to get you to come to one of my shows, and I appreciated this a lot. You just were like, I'd love to, but I don't go out.
At least Aaron's honest.
It's just like, but you could come. Oh yeah, I'd love to do something, but I just
The Thursday
just
night,
can't
it's a
do
school
it.
night.
I'm like, it was on Friday night. Nah, listen, I'd love to help you out, but
I'm an
got
indoor
something
cat.
on. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm playing computer games in my underpants. I just can't get out of it.
I'm fully booked.
I'm sorry, I can't do a thing. He's the busiest lazy man around.
I'm gonna wear the most high vis shirt at your show this year,
Oh, good.
so you can see.
We
me.
are going to your show this
Yeah,
year as
I
well.
believe it when I seize it.
We'll
This is how they're
we'll wear
paying
our
you.
Shake and Not Nerd tops. So
Yeah,
you can
you'll
us.
see us. We'll be wearing our Shaken Not Nerd branded shirts
Oh, really?
and then pushing them upon your
It's all about
audience.
brand recognition. A podcast with some white men? Yes, please. It's never been done before.
What's that? Buy our t-shirts and pay money to our Patreon. Because podcasts do that. Everyone in the room is like, "What's a podcast?"
I know what I'm there.
Oh,
Hoax.
you've been on a few. Yeah. You've got a podcast
That
of your own.
excellent podcast, as well as just an ABC produced podcast called Tokyo Hotel, available on iTunes.
Plug.
But so speaking of toys, Aaron, I think Dutram's brought a couple of toys.
He has, in fact. One of those toys, probably not G-rated.
Oh, fuck off.
We went to Sexpo this year.
We did.
Oh, no.
It was fun for the whole family,
Except for the missus.
except for the missus.
Yeah.
She was less than impressed.
She didn't enjoy it.
She just didn't have a bar of it.
But Alex...
What is a Sexpo like? What happens there? I just imagine that it's just like...
It's sadness.
Just
Sadness.
lonely,
A lot of trench coats.
lonely trench coats, just
Lots
getting,
of hands in pockets.
getting autographs from porn stars.
Essentially, you've just put it in a nutshell. No, it's not that. It's not that awkward.
It sounds like moist. You know what I mean?
It was very humid.
Yeah, I bet it was. Inside, it was dry as the desert outside. But inside, it was just this constant sort of moistness. Mold grows in the...
Thanks, Ben. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the visual imagery.
Hey, you're welcome. So, Sexpo, tell me all about it before you launch into this horrible story about Dutram.
It was actually all Duty's idea, I
It
believe.
was,
I
yeah.
bet it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got the best ideas.
Yeah, for like a year, he'd been trying to convince us, let's all go to Sexpo together. Let's go to Sexpo together.
That's because Dutram and I had gone together, and nobody else rocked up. It's just me and Dutram that went.
And you're just two little perverts.
Shuffling down the hallways.
Shuffling around.
Some moist hallways. But we made a really...
slippery little hallway.
Just the old slip and slide.
Yeah.
We made a horrible mistake, and now I understand why my girlfriend does this all the time. Before they go to things, they say, "What are you wearing?" Because we didn't do that, and we accidentally wore almost the exact same clothing.
We got ready at the same place as well.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I think we wore jeans and a red flanny.
Yeah.
Team Virgin.
Yeah.
Powers activate.
Poor Mom. Loneliness. But we went up to buy some clothes as well, because we were hoping that we could take them back and get something with them.
What?
Yeah, like redeemable clothes.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
And for some reason, when we went up and we were looking at these like women's outfits and things, the person came up to us and said, "Oh no," pointing at Dutram, "he'll never fit into that." So the assumption was made there that we had, and I can understand why. He did have his hand in my back pocket, so Poirot all over again.
Indeed. You two are perverts. They're not even trying to write Poirot anymore. It's just like two perverts. They're perverts. Great job. Novel's over. Agatha Christie just has not been the same.
Weak effort. But this year we went.
Yes, but this year we went, and there was a particular stall that Duty seemed to take a liking to.
Was it weird
it
because
was
everyone knew Duty? Like, everyone at Sexpo was like, "Hi, Alex! Thanks for coming back. You were just back here yesterday.
Want me to stamp your card?"
Yeah. You were a VIP member, sir."
It was what we would call a niche store.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, aimed at a specific kind of person. Someone like Duty who enjoys collecting toys and all things superhero.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
They had a few toys there.
they did. They had, what was it? An alien butt plug.
Mm.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Which Duty took a shining to, but obviously didn't have the money.
Just as a it was just a collector's item, isn't it?
No.
It's just for collecting.
Yes.
Put it in your little glass cabinet. And we're like,
Is
what's
that what they call it?
Every now and then, better get it out and just dust it off.
That's what Dutram calls his butt. His glass cabinet.
They've got shelves.
Multi-layered.
Shelf that one for later.
This one's definitely going to go straight to the glass cabinet.
They had some, I think they were... What were they? They had a few toys there.
Yeah, so they had like a few dildos. One was like Superman and like had an attachable cape.
That's right.
That's what you want. That's what you
Yes.
want. You want a cape. That's what's holding the dildo back.
From its true potential.
Its true potential. There's lack of
the
cape.
R2D2
The
ball
wand, yeah.
wand.
Yeah, and they had some dildos that were in the shape of like Pikachu and like Squirtle, not Squirtle.
That writes itself.
Comedy gold.
Endless material for you there, man.
Yeah, they took an early lunch that day.
Usually you have to pay twice for a detachable cape, 2 in 1. Horrid. But you did buy something in particular from that store.
And Dudi is a huge fan of Green Lantern, and there was only one Green Lantern related thing there.
In probably the whole of Sexpo.
And probably the whole of Sexpo, yeah.
So everyone knows Green Lantern has a ring.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Green Lantern core, is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're catching up quick.
Yeah. Well, I've seen the movie, so I know.
Quality back.
I've seen the movie. I know all about Green Lantern.
And Ryan Reynolds is there.
Ryan Reynolds is there. So once you, what I assume is something awful, do you get the powers of the Green Lantern? that's a different Green Lantern. Instead of a ring, it's something a little. It's still a ring.
It's still a ring.
It's still a ring.
You just don't wear it on your finger.
Yeah.
Oh wow! So. No.
And I'm sure you put it to good use, right?
Yeah. Anything you think of comes.
Yeah.
Comes. Anything it hurts.
You can take an early lunch.
That's right.
Coffee
That's
break.
it. Hey, I'm done.
Horrid. Thank you, Aaron, for your story.
Thanks.
Yeah.
This is the smallest ring we have.
Horrid
That was a
human
good
being.
story, Aaron. It was
Yeah.
good, well done.
Thanks for
That was
preparing something, Aaron. Thanks for turning up, Todd. All right, the next wonderful segment of your story, Alex. Are you ready? So apparently, Alex used to keep everyone entertained on the local family road trips by smashing his head into the car seat as fast and hard as he could.
Fun game.
Yeah. Just
explain the dent?
that explains the dent. Yeah.
The dent? You have
Yeah,
a dent?
he has
I
a
have a
dent
dent.
on top of his head.
Really?
Right, actually, that's where the headset fits perfectly. Just locks right in there.
You know it's a good joke with the tech laughs.
Your mother was like, he's going to be a great podcaster someday. I'll make sure of it.
I knew I dropped him for a reason. So apparently you just smashed your head into the car seat to entertain your siblings, even though that your mother and father, Lynn and Ryan, constantly apparently tried to get you to stop, but you just wouldn't. So obviously these effects, as we've just discussed, have had just a monstrous effect on your life. It's clearly affected not just the way you look, but your intelligence levels as well.
Brutal.
I'm going into that.
Here
deep
comes
dive,
that the lawyer.
So you did this for fun?
Apparently.
You don't remember.
Obviously.
Why do you think that might be?
I don't know.
So how many knocks to the head have you had? Because you didn't get
Ryan,
them
how many have you counted?
Get 16 free ones.
We're way beyond the millions.
Yeah.
Would you call yourself accident prone?
No.
No?
No.
Well, yeah, I guess
Jeez.
it's less likely to happen when you don't do sport or go outside, as we know, because you wouldn't
That's true.
go
You
to
don't do
Underwear and
either
video
of these. That's right.
You
Keep
can't
it
get punched.
Safe. Very safe.
Thumb cramp.
Yeah, thumb cramps, wrist cramps.
Men gain.
It's got really strong forearms for it, though, haven't you? Yeah. So I think now's a perfect time to introduce our final guest, and that would be Zacharias. Zach, making his way to the microphone right now, also worked for our wonderful company that we've all loathed.
Although he's wearing a nice little sports jacket.
Yeah, he really dressed up.
Left the call center, gets the jacket.
Gets a little jacket, says, "Hey, baby, I'm out of here."
It's not my Bucks party, but I like to look the best out of all of us.
Ooh, look at the sass. Look at that pocket square.
Sassy.
Yeah, who the
sassy.
fuck are you, man?
How dare.
You look like.
Hey, you were always the best dressed at work, so
Goddamn right, I was.
now I got to show you up.
But it just doesn't match your head.
My head,
Your head, you
my facial hair, and
yeah, you look like you've been marooned on a desert island and then gone straight from that to a job interview.
I've sort of been off the reserve for a little while. So
Tom Hanks cast away.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you're there. She's moved on.
So true.
You're sitting in the bushes. You got a nice jacket on, and
Slowly
they're going, no,
counting the
hooch.
number of days up to a rock.
No, hooch. That's my Tom Hanks.
That's your Tom Hanks.
That's my Tom Hanks.
I hear you do some really good impersonations. Actually,
Some.
I hear you do a really good Michael Caine.
I do a Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Well.
I'm not paying you, but I still expect.
Maybe at the end, I'll do it.
Maybe at the end. All right, we'll save that golden nugget.
Save that little golden nugget for after Zach is going to blow us away.
Blow us away with his excellent story. Anyone with a
highly doubt
ponytail always tells an excellent story.
I don't know where you got that information from.
I made it up on the spot. Yahoo Answers. So, Zach, tell us the story of the Piano Man.
Well, my story, I think, will either embarrass Dudi or will just impress him just beyond belief.
Okay.
So this was only recent after New Year's.
Whoa.
So we woke up that morning, me always obliterated on the couch.
You were pretty smashed that night.
Yeah.
And you did like that balcony.
It's true. It's true. It's my favorite balcony in the whole city. Go
on.
So Dutram lying on the bed with Mon, just, I don't know what it was, but it impressed me more than anything. Just lets out this horrendous long fart that I swear to God, it lasted a span of about 3 minutes. I don't know what. I don't know what else you bought at Sexpo, mate, but
3 minutes
you've been playing with.
Did you say 3 minutes?
It was a solid long fart, man.
That's a long time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I don't think you're right.
6,
The hyperbole.
7, 8. No. I deal in facts.
The human body cannot compute.
That's what makes Dutram so special in this aspect. So, Mon's face, complete and utter disgust. My face was just shock. I was just so impressed by it. But we topped it all off at the end. Mon and I went quiet. All you hear in the background just This bastard is laughing. Not sure if he's awake or not. Like I check, like poke him to see if he's awake. Not responsive. He was just dead to us.
So you did this all while you were just out to the world.
Yeah. A lot of these stories seem to have you with no recollection.
Funny that.
That's like you go into a fugue state.
Split personality.
Yeah, you're a little sexual deviant and a very coincidental memory loss.
And excellent liar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Horrid.
What a trustworthy guy. And so tell us a little bit, what else, do you have any other juicy... Oh, bad use of words there.
Well, me personally, not really, because half the time I'm more drunk than Dutram is.
True, you're usually out by 9.
Yeah. Hey.
And you arrive at 8.
At least 10, come on.
8.
We'll give or take an hour in that aspect.
It's a long drive from Melton, we understand.
It is, it's true.
Do you still live that far away?
It is, yeah.
Jesus, move out of the sticks, buddy.
Canonero.
I'll ask Aaron if I can move in with him.
That was a fuck off for everyone.
For everyone playing at home.
Fuck off.
And how was your experience with Dutram, working with Dutram?
Oh, look, I was also trained by Dutram, so...
First crew.
Oh, and you did really well there. I think you were...
You thrived.
You thrived in that way.
Soared.
I was in my environment. That's just where I thrived as a human being. Not really. I fucking hated it there. I despise
Anyone
that
that's
place.
ever worked in the call center knows that you kind of get this like free time after a call where you can click a button and you can spend as long as you want tidying up the loose ends of that job, that call that you just took. We had the exact same thing in our call center, and you had quite an experience with that, didn't you, Zach? I think that was your favorite button, was that I'm not ready to take a call button. My
favorite button of all. I reckon, and in a whole week, I would have spent about 24 hours on follow-up at least, probably like a whole day. It's a solid amount.
I just remember, you can always tell if it's a horrible job by the amount of times that you get up and just take a shit. And I shat more than ever shat before.
Time for another personal break.
Sometimes I'd just be like, I hate this. And I would just go sit in the toilet.
Scroll through first.
And that was an awful toilet. It just seemed like all the fucking managers would love to take big dumps in that toilet. So you're just sitting there.
And what made it even better was when they refurbished it, they put the reflective tile flooring in.
Oh, that's good.
You could see into the next cubicle.
Just to specifically see who was destroying that toilet.
Oh, that is brutal.
You'd sit down and then you'd just be like, Mark?
Oh, hey, Ron.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Fancy seeing you here.
That's good. That's
Some
good,
solid
man.
Facebook time happened in that bathroom.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah,
Too much
some
Facebook
great
time.
conversations. Your 2IC really loved you, and I know that because I was in the team, and I constantly had to hear while I was on phone go, Zach, get off, follow up.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about on that
No,
one.
yeah.
I do.
Solid worker.
Solid worker. A++ all around. In school as well.
For some reason,
Melton.
I don't believe it. Melton, the future is here.
The future is
Chemistry classes with Walter White.
It tastes amazing.
Basically, it does it out there. You park your caravan with the rest of your cousins, and
What are you talking about? I have a horse and carriage, mate. Everywhere. Can you narrow?
horrid. Shall we move on?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Zach, again for your wonderful story time.
You're very welcome.
And it's time for another wrap up of Alex's life. So
Just a quick halftime or quarter time back wherever we are.
Yes.
How are you feeling, Dutram? How are you feeling about how this is portraying you?
Our subscribers are going to go down. I'm trying to get guests on the show. They go, no.
I'm sorry, I'm busy.
You had Ben Russell on the show. Great, we know Ben. No.
Definitely not.
Ben spoke about you very highly.
The pay was fantastic. And so how are you feeling about this? I mean, Ian's been pretty merciless.
I'm
reckon
as
this
nice
will
as I could
change?
be.
He's not. How do you feel about Ian, just in general as a person?
Oh, I'm just.
And remember that there's more to come, and I can be meaner.
He's been great.
Things are great.
We'll have you on our show at one point. You can roast him.
Oh yeah, I mean that would be.
I'm sick.
That's like shooting fish in a barrel. Except the fish have really just tiny little heads.
That's why we work so well together. I'm the negative,
Big
he's
head.
the positive.
The yin and the yang, man. You can't have the
Put
yin
these
without
heads
the
together,
yang.
you've got a normal podcaster.
Yeah, amalgamate them, and it's one person.
This morning, we've done some few things for your podcast, for your box party. Where did we go first thing this morning? We picked up a costume, I think. You tell them.
It made me get a Batman costume.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
It was going to be Xena
Yes.
or Sexy Nurse or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon.
There was a police one.
Yeah.
Female police. What was it? Sergeant Sexy.
Sergeant Sexy. But you decided to go Batman.
But not the first Batman costume.
No.
Left no imagination.
Yeah.
Which one?
It's very tight. It's a tight fitted costume.
Ah, a little original boy.
And I think you're a little worried about this one.
Yes.
Yeah, because tonight, what you do know is that we're going on a booze cruise, a bucks cruise, and that there will be some ladies on that cruise.
I'm so glad that I'm not going. I mean, despite the fact that I've quit drinking, so I would just be that guy.
That guy
This is great to be sober. But not... Yeah, also, so many diseases.
In the costume that he's putting on?
Yes.
It is used.
It was on sale.
Ah. So that's fun. I mean, you looking forward to that?
I'm looking forward to it because at that point, once we're on the cruise, there's nothing else for me to worry about. I don't have to think about all these things that I've planned. It's done. It's not my
You're
problem.
such a hero.
I know.
Not all heroes wear capes.
This Batman cape costume doesn't have a cape, so yeah.
And do you have anything else? Are we gonna throw them overboard or?
We'll
do
see.
some fun? I just planted that seed. You can thank me later.
Tomorrow when he wakes up and he wipes his face, just, oh, I need to wake up. And then he looks up in the mirror and he goes, I swear I had eyebrows. That's when he'll realize, I hate Ian.
I think he realizes that already.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
The smile on
Your
face.
your box will come along at some point.
Never. Ever. Hold me to that, Ben.
I don't need to.
You have done that yourself. All right, shall we move on to the next part of your life? So anyone who knows Alex knows that he's developed into a bit of a fitness fan. Quite the gym goer. Tries to be. And this really took root early in your childhood with a really steady, consistent diet that you had. We've already spoken about your lack of dietary intake this morning with your one microwave scrambled egg.
Just one egg. That's
I was in a rush.
It don't have anything then. You don't need what's in that.
No.
It just takes out all the goodness and just leaves you with some bad... It's going to do terrible things to your guts. You got to start thinking about the future, Dutram.
No salt, no pepper, no condiments.
Yep.
You're a plain kind of guy.
You're on because you if you're home alone.
Yes.
Macaulay.
Yeah. What elaborate traps do you set up? No. What do you eat? Like, how do you cook?
Loaves of bread.
Just one.
You've done that.
You just sit at home in your underpants and we're surrounded by your toys eating one loaf of dry bread.
I have gone through a loaf of bread before, but
You have done that by yourself as well.
yeah. All about getting fit. That wedding body.
Carbs are good for you. Carbs are good.
That whole meal.
I'm basically losing weight while I'm eating this loaf.
No sugar. No,
No sugar.
no fat.
Just carbs.
The carb-only diet. Santa Clarita. So, when you're a child, you've eaten some pretty horrendous food for yourself. Sugar / Nutella on Wheat Bix without milk. Just apparently Nutella and sugar.
I don't recall that, but I know I have had some fucked up.
Yeah. Sugar on toast.
Had that one.
That's
Sugar
not,
on toast. That's okay.
It's
No,
not
that's
like
fucked
it's cinnamon
up. No,
sugar.
that's
It's not
Yeah, just loose sugar.
just plain white
just
sugars.
You just sugar bait it.
Yeah, the meme just
Just
dusted it. Just dusted
On
sugar.
this sugar, we put the toast.
Just chef. Just bam.
Welcome to Dutram's kitchen.
You know
Maybe we
that
should
show
make that a
5.
YouTube series.
Here we've got some ham and some butter. Put the butter on the ham. Now you've got ham toast.
Ta-da. You know that TV show, like 5 ingredients or less? It's just like 1 ingredient, possibly 2, with Alex Dutram.
Welcome to Alex Dutram's cooking. You got eggs? Just put them in the microwave, you fuckface.
What's in the fridge? Not much.
You want some milk? Freeze the milk, eat it. Shut up.
There you go, that's solid.
Yeah.
He's giving me some ideas for the show. Now cooking.
Oh, you got mustard? Put it on a cookie.
I don't think you have cookies in your house, because I've seen your pantry. It's plain.
Yeah.
Are you
Ugh.
still on that no flavor diet? Like, because when I was there, you were like on a big boy diet.
Oh, wheat bix and oats, and that was it.
Oh,
That's lunch as well. Like,
That used to be my lunch.
just wheat bix and oats.
Yeah.
And what about your breakfast? Just to steal the egg.
Wheat bix and oats.
Wheat bix and oats. Dinner? Wheat bix and oats? You strike me as a cereal for dinner kind of guy sometimes, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I am my father's son. Yes.
You're like a little cereal for
Yogurt for dinner.
yogurt for dinner.
My dad does that.
oh, God.
Good yogurt, Gibson Valley yogurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
Bit of
quality.
variety.
It's quality, not quantity.
Heat it up. Put it on some Wheat Bix. Shut up. Don't be fucked.
Eat it.
Thanks for watching Alex's Kitchen. SBS Food Network really let things
Pitch
down.
it. You're with the ABC now. Pitch
it.
Pitch it.
I will definitely not.
Some other fantastic foods made by yourself. You've got condensed milk and Milo. Because
Yeah.
milk and Milo.
I
not
didn't
enough.
make that. I was given that, and I ate the shit out of it
Just condensed milk and Milo?
on toast.
That sounds delicious.
Who gave you that?
My babysitter. Babysitter.
Now we're talking. I can get on board with that.
It was fucking awesome.
Yeah. No, just
I feel like
having
now,
a babysitter and a grown man.
the life we all want to live.
I don't like leaving him alone. He does weird shit to food.
For breakfast, he just had an egg. He just ate it whole. He didn't even shell it.
I want a bigger lolly.
Horrible.
Wow.
So maybe we're starting to get to the root of the problem. Your babysitter. Who's this?
She was a family friend of ours.
Where were you living? This is because you've moved house a few times.
Yeah, Melbourne.
You're in Melbourne because you live in Sydney as well.
Yeah.
Where were you born?
What are you?
Sydney.
Oh, you're Sydney born.
I was born in Sydney.
Oh, classic. I don't know what that means.
But you say that you're half Sri Lankan, half New Zealand.
Yes.
And what part Australian? None.
We're all, we're all part of... I don't know what I'm saying.
Trying to be inclusive of the
yeah.
community. Maybe that's the root of the problem. I reckon it's taught. It's taught. It's not born. You've been taught how to be a horrible human being.
So it's nature. It's nurture.
Yeah.
Versus nature.
Nurture it was. So your father, you touched on him as well in there. What did he... You didn't touch your father. You touched on that.
Although that would be something you would do. Just reverse it.
That would
flip it over.
definitely explain the whole thing. You would just walk out now.
Awful. I don't know what I was saying. I was just trying to move on from this horrible subject.
That's a good idea. So other foods you've eaten, cream of chicken soup and rice.
That was amazing.
I don't believe you. Was it packet rice? Because you're half Sri Lankan and
Fuck
you didn't even know what saffron rice was. You just knew it was yellow rice.
Shut up.
We're going to find some of that yellow rice, man, walking down the aisles. Where's that yellow rice at? I'm like, you mean saffron rice? He's like, nah, man, yellow rice. You had to call your dad, and what did he say?
Saffron.
Saffron rice. I'm half Sri Lankan. Idiot. And you love McDonald's.
Yes.
A lot. I've probably haven't been the most helpful for you in dietary requirements.
No.
Because you've eaten a lot from McDonald's. Because you used to live literally across the street from a McDonald's.
Ooh, dangerous.
Yeah, and that's what the danger was. Because we used to play video games at night, and then once we'd start to crash, we'd be like, "Oh shit, we need to pick me up." Just stroll over to
'cause
McDonald's.
It's tough work.
It's tough work playing.
It's tough work.
Yeah, that's why Dutram can't go out. He's just too focused on it.
Well, he's like a bull, man. Once he sets his sights on something, he just goes after it. All right.
That was the other special guest that we had come in. He's gone.
Oh, hey,
He's back.
Alex, it's great that you're here. It's me, Matthew McConaughey. I thought I'd say hi. Oh, dude, it's so great you're getting married, man. That's so cool.
Matthew, how do you know Alex?
Oh, man, we used to fuck.
That's great. You fucked Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
You had a thing, obviously. You were on your...
Yeah.
Obviously, single days.
It was a
questionable
phase.
time in my
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
Oh, man, it was so good. His touch is so soft.
Would you say that he was an inspiration for you for winning that Oscar?
Yeah, well, he was an inspiration for me for Dallas Buyers Club, just to get real thin. Because once Dudi sets his mind to something, get that diet going, oh, man, it's real good.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Sound like Clinton.
Yeah.
I'm getting... And now it's turning into Clinton. It's like, oh, thank you. No one else likes to have sex more than me, but Dutram. Oh, man.
Love for the best. I think we're ready for the next part of your life.
Oh, God.
Don't worry, we'll push through this one somehow. So on Friday nights...
We'll edit all that bit
We'll edit out the useless parts, anywhere where Dutram talks. On Friday nights, any normal family would gather around the couch and watch a movie, but not the Dutrams. On Friday nights, they would gather around and watch as Alex's dad would hold his naked body, supporting that freakishly large head of his, over some newspapers, as the young boy wailed and cried as he excreted that golden turd. And as we all know, and we can testify that this is an excellent point, that Dutram's full of shit.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
What are you talking about? Did that happen?
I think when I was very young, I didn't like to poop.
Oh, you didn't like to poo?
Yeah.
We're really starting to find some real issues in your childhood here now.
Why didn't you like to poo? You didn't like to poo?
No.
But you didn't have a choice. You got to poo. You got to poo, Dutram. Eventually, you've got to do it. You'll start enjoying it, especially as you get older. It'll be
That's
what
you
you
work.
look forward to. It'll
Yeah.
get you out of work.
That's a personal break time right there.
You didn't like to poo.
But why the newspapers? That's my question.
Well, you don't want to poo on the carpet. Are you an animal?
You got perfectly good toilets. That's what most people use. Why?
Yeah, well, all dogs need some newspaper.
Bad, dude.
You're a dog. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
No, you're all right. No, you're not. That's not the name of the game.
No. So, at the ripe age of 6, I think we are at now, Alex was all class. So classy, in fact, that he was shaken, not stirred. Not nerd, stirred. And his obsession with James Bond led him to wear nothing but a tuxedo at all times. And
I remember that.
Yeah.
Really?
I remember that, yeah. Black tuxedo, red tie, bow tie.
Oh, man.
Fucking rad.
And yet you don't know how to play poker.
I would have loved to beat the shit out of you as a kid. Nerd! Look at this. Look at this nerd. No, that's cool. You're a snappy dresser.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Yeah, what happened? What went wrong?
Gravity.
Gravity.
Yeah, it really catches up to you, huh?
Yeah.
And so is this where you learnt to become an alcoholic? Because as we know, you do love your drink.
I know where you're going with this one already.
Where am I going with this one, Dutram? You can just fill in the blanks from here.
Brandy butter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
I found butter in the fridge. I've got butter.
Welcome. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second.
No.
Welcome back to Alex Dutram's kitchen.
Well,
So
I
you
think
were
I've-
6. You were 6.
I think I just opened the fridge because I was hungry and there was a party and I just found this giant bowl full of butter.
Right.
Like whipped butter, and I've just taken it and eaten it.
That
And-
shit's good, though.
And it was full of brandy.
I had some of that for Christmas. That's a very Australian thing, brandy. Well, I think it's English or whatever. I don't know.
So
I had it for the first time this Christmas, and fuck, that stuff is good. How old were you?
6.
6.
I had a whole bowl of it. All of it was gone.
And that stuff's got a lot of brandy in it.
Yeah.
You would have been maggot, little maggot 6-year-old.
And his mum made it as well, and I know for a fact that good old Lynn, she can whip up a good drink or 4.
She tried to kill my brother's wife with alcohol.
3 times.
Kill her, really?
Yeah.
Why? How? Okay, let's unpack that.
You can't just say that. And
She's allergic to alcohol.
Oh, and tried to give it. She's allergic to alcohol. Can't drink it. Wow. And your mum just like, nah, you got to get over it. That's how you get over allergies.
What's that? You're allergic to peanuts? Shove them in.
Yeah, have some peanut butter on.
So you had the whole bowl of this brandy butter.
Yeah.
You were 6.
Yeah.
And you got so shit-faced.
I ran around the house with my undies on my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Little has changed.
but I think you were saying something as well while you were running around with your underwear on your head, weren't you?
I think you've got the quote.
I believe it was that they're not underwear. When someone said, "Why have you got your underwear on your head?" You said,
It's a hat.
"It's a hat." Apparently, Dutram doesn't know the difference between underwear and a hat.
Well, they can be. It depends. It's very situational.
It can also be a hat.
It was the style at the time.
That was the
I wore an onion on my belt.
That was the style at the time.
Horrid.
Would you? So you love drinking, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think what's a big time boy? What are you looking at? What are you staring down the barrel of tonight?
I really, really want a white Russian.
You love white Russian. It's like you saw The Big Lebowski once, and you were like, "Yeah,
No,
that's my
I didn't
drink.
get off the Big Lebowski. you actually got me on the Big Lebowski, and I got onto it before the movie.
I don't believe,
Bloody
I don't
hell!
believe that.
You're a bloody trendsetter." The Coen brothers were like, "Yeah, that's a good drink." So really, you hadn't seen? I got you onto the Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I've got the album on my phone now, thanks to you.
It's a great. Well, thank you. I love to introduce people to Coen Brother films.
Good job.
See No Country for Old Men. That's a great.
Or
film.
as my grandfather calls it, you've got to see this movie in the country of old men. Yes, Grandpa, the country of old men.
Get him in. Get him in to talk some shit about Dutram.
No, you do not want him in because he will not leave. He'll talk for like 3 hours about give me an older lady every time.
Oh, he's a horny grandpa.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ian's got a horny grandpa.
You know that movie?
You'd never guess, would you?
No,
I don't
You'd
know
never
where,
guess.
I don't know where I got it from.
you already kind of look like a horny grandpa now.
This isn't a roast of me. How does this turn into a roast?
His first girlfriend. Oh,
This is a
Looked like a horny grandpa.
no. Wait till
All
his
right,
roast comes up.
let's just jump into it then. We're at that stage. Go ahead. The floor is open for you now, Dutram. And I just want to emphasize that I wasn't alone in this. And share the love. That's what I always say.
Oh, thank you, Ben. This is a nice surprise. Lovely seeing you again.
It's my pleasure.
And you're a very funny man. You're a dick, Ian. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun getting dug at. I could probably go around here and say embarrassing stories about Ryan and probably not Todd or Aaron.
And you will.
Oh. I'm trying to think now. You put me on the spot. I'm not prepared.
Trust me, it doesn't matter how unprepared you are, you'll still be more prepared than Todd.
I think we had Zach getting really drunk and going to Rats or Bang at one point.
Oh, please no. Rats, I think it was.
Yeah, Rats.
Rats?
Yeah, it's like some rigid, shitty,
Horrible.
bloody place in the city.
That sounds bad.
And he went with...
Oh, yeah?
Oh, we'll have to bleep that name out.
Definitely will. Yep.
And he got really, really drunk, curtsied to her ex-boyfriend who was threatening to beat him up. So he curtsied. And then skipped away.
That's
What
actually,
an excellent defense mechanism that is.
I think that's actually a cool story.
Making me sound like I'm a sissy.
You're like,
No,
you're like one of
I
those.
think that's good.
I'm gonna grow a beard.
He's
You're like,
compensating.
yeah, he's like one of those goats that like freezes up and just like lands on its back.
Yes. That's funny.
Play dead, play dead.
In my defense, it was a pretty good curtsy.
Was it a good curtsy?
Nailed it.
Well, you did go to ladies' school. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Keep going around the room. Come on, lay him out.
I've got no stories about Todd.
Oh, he's just such
He's
a
a,
nice
he's,
guy.
a, he's a genuine nice bloke.
Love that tar.
When he gives Aaron a slice, Aaron asks for a slice of banana bread, so he gives him a 1 millimeter thick piece slice of banana bread and goes, "Here you go."
What a nice guy.
What a nice guy.
Sharing is caring.
Aaron.
Don't say there's nothing in Aaron because that's all.
Aaron's very judgmental, I will say. He's got a very bad gaydar as well.
Yeah.
One time we went out drinking to a pub, and he's like, "Yeah, I've got a great gaydar," and he starts pointing people out. He goes, "Gay, gay, gay," and they're all chatting up with him. One of them starts making up with them. Yeah, no, they're gay.
Maybe it's just so good that they don't know.
Yeah. I guess that's a good thing about saying that as well. You can just be like, well, they just don't know yet. And moving along, who's next in line?
Oh, I think we got Ryan now. He's got 1,001 stories. But I think
I should have said this at the start. Ryan really helped me with this backstory here, so big kudos over there to Ryan.
So Haley did nothing?
Who's Haley?
It sounds about right. Ryan's big story was he took his board shorts off inside a pool and started spinning them above his head. and I think what my brother Paul grabbed the shorts out of his hand and threw them on the roof of the house. Excellent. So he's gone, Mum, my shorts are on the roof. My mum's hammered at the time, goes, "Go get them." So he got
She was just sitting there eating her brandy butter.
I Spider-Man up that wall.
He got the ladder.
Naked Spider-Man.
He got the ladder. He put the ladder against the wall, climbed on, and he's tried to put the shorts on the roof. And they're like, "No, you'll slip and fall. Throw them down here, and then get changed when you're down here." So he threw the shorts down. They took the ladder. So there was a naked kid on top of a roof, crying. Oh, yeah, Nan.
No, the next door neighbours were having a party in the backyard.
Oh, wow.
So there's a crying naked kid on the roof.
Just pissing in the wind.
That is cruel, but great.
I'm just picturing you wailing on the roof. Just help me. Just
And with this was a couple of weeks ago. Is that right?
Yeah.
This was last night.
But
I'm just picturing it like from The Simpsons when the pool gets like, who is it?
There's a dead body in the pool and they're getting out with a fish rake.
Nah, it's which kid is it that gets the pool? And he's wearing
Martin
and he's wearing like 1,000 pairs of shorts and
Do your best, boys.
God.
Do your worst. I'm the queen of summer.
But there's probably 1,001 stories about Ryan, but Ian has the more interesting stories.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He gives me shit about cooking and looking for saffron rice. He tried to make, what was it?
I think we're done with this podcast now.
He
Yeah?
tried to do mashed potatoes by boiling the potatoes in milk.
Look, cut out the middleman. That's what I've always said. Why boil it in water when
But
you
yeah,
can...
you're probably wondering, where did that come from? How did this develop? His dad tried to make stir fry by putting uncooked rice in a fryer and frying up the rice to make fried rice.
You simply amaze me.
You're simply the best.
That's a nature thing. So, Duty's nurture. You're just bad genes.
Bad to the bone.
His 18th birthday, he had a costume party, dressed up as Jesus, started blessing everyone's drinks as they got a drink.
The body of Christ.
You're that guy.
I'm that guy. Laugh at the party.
Oh, no.
It was that same party, I think. Wasn't that the same party that my grandfather was at? And
No, that was your sister's 18th.
yeah, so my sister's like a couple of years older than me, and my grandpa was there and talking to a couple of our friends who were like 3 years younger. And he's just going after him and goes, "Oh, how come you're not trying to get with all the ladies here?" Dad, Grandpa, they're like 3 years older than everyone, all of us. And he's like, nah, you'll be fine. Go at him. Give me an older lady every time. Thanks, Grandpa.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Worked for me. My fiance's older than me.
Yeah, well.
Dang.
There you go.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, and what do you know now? You know, my family, we bestow knowledge upon you. We're an excellent source of knowledge.
So now you know to look for yellow rice, and I know how to make stir fry and fried rice and mashed potatoes
out of milk.
Yeah, cut out the middleman. You're gonna put milk in it anyway. You put milk in mashed potato. Don't look at me like
but
I'm
once you've boiled them,
no, just
you
skip
gotta
the
boil
middleman.
it first.
Skip the middleman. Just boil it in the milk. That's
That's
the worst that can
fucked.
happen. You end up with like cream. But
Yeah,
I was like, why aren't these potatoes cooking?
just
Like
split fucked up cream and shitty potatoes.
the potatoes didn't even cook. Like
Well-
the milk was boiling, and I'm like, these potatoes are rock hard.
Welcome to Ian's kitchen tonight. We're boiling some milk and eating hard raw potato.
Welcome to my digestive system, where everything doesn't work.
I've got no
So
dirt on you.
anyway,
No,
You answered phone calls in the call center with a bike helmet on.
I was a very angry man.
You're
All
like,
the
I need to
time.
fit in with the people here, so you put a...
That place does it to people.
I was so angry, and you put up with it. Some days better than others, but then I started. I think I can say this because I don't work there anymore. I smoked weed while I did the job. Yeah, I smoked. I was real high while doing that job.
Me and JP noticed. he'd rock up to work. You're supposed to start at 9 o'clock. It's 9:30. Benway.
Ben, you're half an hour late, and why are our eyes so red?
Oh, sorry, it's just hay fever.
I got a photo of you answering phone calls with your bike helmet still on,
Oh, good.
and your sunnies are still on. You just sit there going,
I just hated that job.
Why
so
were you wearing a
much.
bike helmet?
Because it's dangerous.
It's dangerous taking these calls.
And yeah, you gotta really chill. You gotta be safe. Work safe. Think
Just in
about it.
case.
that building could fall down at any minute.
Yeah, I was a horrible employee.
No, we noticed. But for some reason, they let you come back.
I know. I was a thorn amongst the rest of the shitty thorns.
Because you left, and then you came back, and I think you lasted all of like a month.
I did not last long.
Yeah.
2 months or 3 months or
Yeah,
I
something.
don't
a little
even know if
less
it was
than
that
I
long.
was just a broken. I was a broken man.
Disheveled.
Yeah, it was no good.
But he also made some good observations where one guy started working, he looked like Biff from Back to the Future.
Oh, really?
Ben would walk around going, "Morning, Biff." Hey, butthead.
A butthead. What would happen if if I was busy all the time?
Fuck.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah. Is that what? Is that it?
that's it.
That's it.
That's Oh yeah.
Oh, the Michael Caine.
Perfect ending note. So to wrap things up,
Okay.
I'm not putting you on the spot.
No,
or
no, no.
anything,
That's
but,
all right.
Yeah. I will pay you.
Do you want to hear some? We got some call-ins on the board actually.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
an
Just
excellent.
wishing you a happy bucks time.
Yeah, I'll just take the first call.
Yeah. This.
Yep,
Hello, it's me, Michael Caine. Dudi. It's very special that you are getting married. I was married. I still am. Not a lot of people know that, but I wish that I could be there with you, but I can't. So I'm sending you some of Michael Caine's cane. It's a special cane that I have made myself, and I sell it at my store in London called Michael's Cane. Oh, he hung up.
Where did he go? Thanks, Michael, for joining us. Yeah, it's really special.
That was special. Wow, how do you know Michael Caine?
Yeah.
I don't know. You start podcasting, you learn people.
We hunted men together in the jungles of the Congo.
The tangerines.
There were tangerines as big as an orange.
I'm never going to get tired of hearing that.
Ah, well, good.
Oh, God.
You're the only one.
Dushan, you got a very special day ahead of you. Still, more to
Yes.
come.
You gotta get fucked up on a boat.
Yeah, on a boat. Don't crash it, please.
Don't cry. They're gonna let you drive?
Oh, fuck, that'd be great.
Look, Ma, no hands.
I'm the captain.
Where are you going? Just down the Yarra or in the ocean?
Yeah, so it's in the Yarra, and I think we get on at Docklands, and then they just swing around for a while.
That'll be fun.
There's a little show that they're going to be doing, and it's a little bit tailored specifically towards yourself, because I know that you don't really.
Oh, wow, Ben, they're tailing it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Just because you won't be there.
And if you were to do, because this is obviously your nerd podcast, and any nerd things going on?
We've got a few things coming up. So next week we've got our usual podcast. Hoping that we can get a guest on that one, and we've also. Oh damn! Michael Caine showing up anyway, so that's
Yeah.
with his cane.
It's very good. I just want to talk about my cane. I've got different tables and chairs, and some are stools, which are like tables, but they're chairs.
You sound like the tour manager from Wayne's World 2.
Yeah. As for
Down to this little lolly shop at the end of town.
As for the shopkeeper and his son,
We had to beat them to death with their own shoes.
any questions? Yeah. When did you become a nut bar?
Yeah. There will be 2 Browning machine guns, either side of this. These boys can get hot.
These puppies tend to heat up, so make sure to fire them in 3-second bursts.
Nicely done.
Amazing.
Nicely done. And we've also got next week the Nintendo Switch is launching.
Oh, that's
I'm very
exciting.
excited for that. Shut up.
I tell you what, I'm very excited about because I love nerding out, just like
Yeah.
just like you.
You on Filthy Casuals?
Yeah,
You've been on a few, fairly nerdish.
Couple of the
podcasts.
shows I listen to.
bit of nerdish podcast around. Horizon Zero Dawn. Looking forward to that. You wouldn't know about that because you're a
PlayStation.
PS4 boy. Yeah, sorry, you're an Xbox boy, but I'm looking forward to that.
Getting amazing reviews, that game.
Yeah, big time. It's a lot of buzz, a lot of heat.
We'll get your impressions of it.
It's gonna. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
And so the Nintendo Switch is launching on Friday. I've got annual leave. Guess what I'm doing all day?
Are you gonna pull a Dutrum?
I'm going to pull a Dutrum. No, pull a Dutrum. There's an art in there.
Yeah.
not pull off. Dutram. There's not going to be time to pull off Dutram. Because
Oh, my ears need to get cleaned. I can't come into work today.
Oh, I can't make it. My back and
Yeah, my back.
yeah, that was a good one. That was a favourite of yours.
My back.
And
Yeah, the back is that was a good one. What did I just use? I don't know. My thing was always I've got to do. I keep shitting
because nobody's going to ask you to come in.
Yeah,
and-
because you just go. I'm sorry, I can't stop shitting. And then they would just be like, okay, fine.
no one's going to ask you to come in.
No one asks. You just go, yep.
Team leader goes, did you get your med cert? Really?
It's like there's a tap that is just running and I can't turn it off.
Was that your trick, just to put too much detail?
Yeah, I'd just be like, there's blood in my shit.
Oh my god! I'm looking at it right now.
I'm looking at it right now. You guys want a picture? I'll send it in.
MMS.
Yes, can we? Oh, no. There's not enough blood in my stool. I was making it up, guys.
You got
I'm
me.
perfectly healthy.
I just hate work.
I have black coffee and a cigarette for breakfast.
And there's also a movie coming out next week.
We're doing a Logan review.
Oh,
Yes.
sick, man.
Yes.
And I believe we've got some friends from another podcast that might be joining us for the room.
Fellas from Who Spiked the Puns.
Who Spiked the Puns.
And maybe another one, but we haven't confirmed yet.
Did you
TBC.
ever listen to? Did you read Old Man Logan?
Yes.
Fucking sick. I can't wait to see what they.
How they interpret it.
Yeah.
And it's getting such good reviews
Yeah.
already, the new Logan movie. It's getting like 9 out of 10. And
Yeah.
Roger Nubert said a couple of thumbs up.
And they're dead, so.
Yeah. Somehow, from beyond the grave, they're like, it was a bit of a ride.
Vincent Price voted for
Yes.
Bob Terwilliger.
Looking so wonderful.
All right, so that just about wraps things up for today. Dutram, we're off to our dinner. I'm letting you know this now because you have no idea what we're doing tonight. And then from the dinner, we'll be headed to the cruise where you'll be putting on your costume and be joining a couple of ladies for entertainment where we will be partaking in a few beverages with no brandy. But
And you can try on your Green Lantern ring.
What's that sound? It sounds like a phone's vibrating, but I can't find it.
Wow. Get out. Short 3-second bursts.
I'm fine.
Hello. You got any more spring rolls?
Oh, that's me.
Thanks for joining us, Russell. You're going to be appearing in the Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Fucking shut up and come to my show, you cunts. It's
We are.
called The Pilot. It's on at the Town Hall at 6 p.m. throughout the festival.
Thank you, Ben. We'll be there
We will be there.
with our
You
shirts
fucking
on.
better be.
So
With your
both-
high-vis jackets on?
Yeah.
We'll wear high-vis jackets and we'll wear our shirts.
We'll wear our shirts, so both the people that listen to this podcast will know.
2 people.
Yeah, both of them will
Yeah.
be like, oh, I reckon they're going to go to his show.
Great.
Yeah. People might spot us. You will. That's
Yeah.
enough.
Well, I'll ignore you. Though.
Yeah, because you'll be up with the upper-class comedian crowd.
Yeah, it's tough being at the top, but...
You're on ABC now. Like,
Yeah, and that pays heaps.
what's your show that you're working on ABC?
I can't
You can't.
say...
Super secret business.
And no, I got 2 coming out, and I can't say anything.
Nothing at all.
No, I'm sorry.
Well,
That is fine.
there's things to look forward to in the ABC space with you
Yeah,
in
that's
any of
right.
the case.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, so check out Ben's show,
The Pilot.
The Pilot.
The pilot, and then check out my other pilots.
Your other pilots
That will happen.
that will TBC. And we'll catch you at the Melbourne Comedy Festival as well.
Thank you, and it was great to be here, and congratulations to Dutram.
Big
It's
night.
wonderful. You're a beautiful man, and have a great time.
You've taken your hits better than Donald Trump.
Tremendous.
Oh. The people of the podcast wouldn't have heard that one, which is probably a good thing.
No, that's almost better. They're just like, what did he say?
What was that? Secret.
That sounds like a big burn.
So thanks for joining us, everyone. I've been Ian Huge Footlong Johnson, as always.
I've been Dudi.
Thanks for joining us on Shaker Not Nerd with...
Ben.
Ben.
My name's Ben.
And we'll catch you next week on our podcast. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Wait. 3 measures of Gordon's, 1 of vodka, half a measure of quinoa lily. Shake it over rice and then add a thin slice of lemon.
Nerd alert!